we've just completed a 5-week trip, starting in Kuala Lumpur, flying to Vietnam and covering from the south of Vietnam right the way to the north on the border of China. So in this video we'll want to show you our top 5 experiences of our whole trip, in the hope that it might help you if you decide you're going to travel to Kuala Lumpur or Vietnam in the future. So let's go. So at number 5, and the first on the list, is Halong Bay. So Halong Bay is known as the Bay of the Descending Dragon. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has been since 1994. And there are loads and loads of cruises you can do around Halong Bay. Our cruise experience wasn't the best. However, don't let that put you off. There are an absolute mass of cruises you can do around Halong Bay. You can either book them online or you can do them via travel agents around Hanoi. There's plenty to choose from. The excursions were great. There's so much to see around Halong Bay. The scenery is absolutely amazing. Don't leave Halong Bay off your list if you travel to Vietnam. In 4th position is Ninh Binh. So Ninh Binh is called the Halong Bay on land and lies about an hour and a half to 2 hours south of Hanoi. We stayed in the town called Tam Coc, which is just outside of Ninh Binh city, which is a perfect place to base yourself and get out and see those limestone casts. Take a bike amongst the rice fields, cycle around, do some boat trips, go to the viewpoint, but make sure to go in the morning, unlike us. It's sunset when it got really busy. But just get amongst it, get lost in Tam Coc. There's so much to see. There's temples, there's viewpoints, there's pagodas. Do the boat trips. Trang An's a really good boat trip. It takes about 3 hours. There are other routes if you want to take those, but it's worth spending your time here because the scenery is absolutely stunning. Number 3 is the Hoi An Pass. So the Hoi An Pass lies between Da Nang and Hue in the centre of Vietnam. We based ourselves in Da Nang for a few nights and we decided to travel to Hue, and we did this by jeep over the Hoi An Pass. Hoi An Pass is an absolutely brilliant experience, especially if you do it by jeep. A lot of people do this by motorbike, and again the scenery is absolutely amazing. Secluded beaches, mountains, waterfalls, it's got the lot. Do a Hoi An Pass. I'll leave a link to the agency we used for our trip on the Hoi An Pass. Our whole experience was absolutely brilliant. We got just the best tour guide. We spent time with his family afterwards, which probably enhanced the experience. We went for food at Lang Co Beach, we swam in waterfalls. Just an absolutely brilliant experience. Number 2 on the list is Hoi An. So Hoi An is yet another of Vietnam's 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. There's so much to do in Hoi An. It's got everything, and we absolutely loved Hoi An. It was probably our favourite city in Vietnam. So in Hoi An, there's the old town, there's the rice fields, there's beaches, there's coffee places, there's lovely food. Get out there and explore. Take advantage of the free bicycle hire at your accommodation. Most places do this in Hoi An. The food's lovely. Try the khao lao. We were there during the Lantern Festival, which was worth looking, so if you're coming, have a look. It is busy, it's full of tourists, but it's got such a lovely vibe to that city. It's so worth doing, and we really cannot recommend it high enough. This would probably be top of the list if I hadn't done our next one, which is number 1. So number 1, without any question of doubt, is the Giang Loop. The Giang Loop just takes the biscuit for anything we've ever done before. So we hired an Easy Rider for a 3-day, 2-night tour, and what an experience it was. The scenery was just mind-blowing, and anybody that comes to Vietnam has to do this. We based ourselves in Hanoi, so from Hanoi we travelled up the Giang Loop, which is a 6-hour bus ride overnight. You can get a day sleeper bus as well, but we travelled up there, we stayed overnight, left the next morning, did a whole day at the start of the loop where the scenery was fantastic. Stopped in a hostel, which wasn't the best to be fair, but again, swam in waterfalls, beautiful scenery, the tribal villages, you get to see nature, all sorts. It's just completely different experience. Yes, it's expensive to do, but when you think of what's included in the price, you get your accommodation, you get your food, you get a driver, and you just get the experience of being on the bike and just taking in the breathtaking scenery. We really, really recommend doing this by Easy Rider. If you're able to do it on your own, no problem at all. Go out there and just do it and explore the loop. It is fantastic. So those are our top 5 experiences from our trip, all being in Vietnam. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helpful. So if you ever come to Vietnam, I hope this list is helpful and it's given you some tips about the things to do here. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments, let us know what you think and what order you would have put our experiences in. And don't forget to subscribe, which is most important and free to do. See you soon. Bye.